Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today is Monday, October the 6th of the beautiful year 2025. And we are back with some paldastetris action. We are in the month number 10 of the year. So this is the first of 2 months of the 2025 Paldas League. And today we have our first two preliminary matches for you. JURAVLJOV versus TONI and MARTS versus Frank. MARTS already in the chat. Hello MARTS, welcome. Yeah, two matches today. There will be more matches during this week as well. Two other matches scheduled for tomorrow. My match against Hepta on Wednesday, and so on. So yeah, we are going to play this nice preliminary action. Let me remind you who did not follow the draw. And hello, Tony. Welcome. Tony, you learned how to. Oh, you use my real name. So hello, Anton, or in German, in Swiss German, Grüezi Anton. Yeah. So you learned how to write my name with the proper letter at the last spot, which is very nice. I really appreciate it. I hope you're also prepared for the match against your opponent today. And yeah, we'll see how it works out for you. So, guys, for those who have not followed the draw and so on, let me remind you, we started the tournament with 20 players. We divided the players into the pots according to their ELO ratings at the registration deadline. 20 players, which made this bracket. So we have two round one matches with MARTS and Frank, also Purek versus Elias. This match between Purek and Elias will be played on Friday. And then the winners of those matches, will play respectively James and Shvidr. And we have four other matches already determined by the draw in round two: Dobry versus Zohasadar, JURAVLJOV versus Toni, Michu versus Sedl, and Hepta against myself. The winners of round two will face Yanni, Robin, Cobra, Hana, Sam, and Shuichi. And how the whole thing works. According to rules, we have 6 players divisions, and the lowest division is created only when at least 3 players are for this division. Unfortunately, in our case, we have only 2 players, so the losers of round 1 matches will be eliminated from the tournament. The winner of round 1 matches will play further. The losers of round 2 matches will form division number 3. The losers of round 3 matches will form division 1, and the winners of round 3 matches will form division 1 and will play for the 3 direct qualifying spots for the 2026 PAL-DAS Cup. Yeah, I haven't prepared, which is my bad, the rules slide for this event yet, so it's totally forgotten about it. But yeah, let's use this promo slide, which has also the important informations. So the 6 players division, I already explained it. Best of 9 all the way. So both preliminaries and league matches will be played in best of 9 format. So the first to win 5 games wins the entire match and advances in case of preliminaries to the next round. Yeah, I'll tell about the point scoring system for the matches. Maybe later after the preliminaries are done. The whole rule set is of course available on our Discord server. So if you haven't joined it, you can click the link here and you can join. Level 18 starts no line cap. SPS handcam and controller are the mandatory things for this event, as in every single event of this channel. $100 guaranteed prize pool for the top 3 players of Division 1, 50, 30 and 20% accordingly to first, second and third spot. As in both, and hello JURAVLJOV, welcome. As in both previous major events, yeah, I put the $50 in the first month of the event and the other $50 in the second month of the event. Preliminaries, this is the stage we are in, happen from October the 1st to October 16th, so 10 more days of preliminaries, and yeah, to play all the preliminary matches, and the league matches will be played from October 17th to November 30th. There is no like obligations to play some matches in October or in November. If a player wants and the opponents are available, you can play the matches, yeah, all the matches in October, all the matches in November. It's the most important thing is you play all the league matches before the deadline, which is the end of the 11th month of the year. Yeah, so coming back to our bracket, we play B4 match, so the fourth path of the bracket between JURAVLJOV and TONI. The winner of this match will face Hana in round 3 of the preliminaries. The loser of today's match will be the first known player for Division 3. So yeah, these are the things I wanted to say before the match starts, and let me show you also the player profiles. JURAVLJOV representing Russia with a comp PB of 544, TONI representing Switzerland with a comp PB of 579, but don't forget guys, TONI, please change debutant to pursue. Oh, okay, yeah, I can do it. Yeah, your debut was a few months ago, so participant of CTL, I think this should do the job. Oh, is it not? Yeah, now it should be fine. And yeah, and TONI, just in case you ask, the PBs shown here in your player profiles as the comp PBs, so the highest scores achieved from match, so the highest score achieved in a competitive PAL-DAS match on level 18 start. So this is your highest score I found in all the matches you played before. It has nothing to do with your overall PB. There is a separate list which is also on our server run by Dużyka, and there is a have to get the PB today. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I use those comp PBs because I think it's more relevant as the initial rating for ELO, because overall PBs don't play in comps. So, as I took advantage of the fact that yeah, I'm actually the only organizer of competitive PAL-DAS only events. So, and I'm like, you know, making stats of every match, so it was kind of easy to follow. Of course, if any of you, both JURAVLJOV and TONI, if you have played a PAL-DAS match outside of this channel, and you have a video proof of a higher score than in all your than the scores shown on the screen, of course you can provide me with the recording of this match, and if you want the match to be ELO rated, I can also add this match to the database yeah, retroactively, so it's all it's fine. So as for now, I'm using my stats, but if you have played a PAL-DAS only event, so the match between two DAS players in a competition, like for example tournament held in Copenhagen, which is by the definition an event with open playstyle, and if two DAS players meet there, this doesn't count. This has to be by the definition the PAL-DAS only event. This is the only restriction. Yeah, but guys, I'm talking too much, and the players probably want to play their match, and yeah, we are a few minutes past the time, so sorry for talking too much. Wanted to mention that according to the ELO odds, 1508 for JURAVLJOV and 1474 for TONI, JURAVLJOV is, according to the ELO odds, 55 to 45% favorite to win the match. So we might expect a pretty close match between those two players. TONI with a higher comp PB JURAVLJOV with a higher elo, but as you can see, those differences are not that big. So let's see if we can have a pretty close match, and if we need all 9 games to determine the winner. Let's find out. Yeah, the players are live. I'm going to refresh them and bring them to the screens in a second. Yeah, and Tony, there will be an adjustment of your camera needed. We need to see your hands and your controller while you playing the match. Unfortunately, it's like, oh, now it's better. So camera adjustment not needed, but the posture change was needed a little bit. Yeah, JURAVLJOV fine on your end. And hello, Nitzrek1985, welcome to the chat. And let me give the players some pieces for game number 1. It will be 2-0 AC C3, 2-0 AC C3. This will be the seed for game number 1. And if you both players want to increment, I'm fine with that. If you wanna reroll the seed every game, I'm fine with that as well. Oh, what is JURAVLJOV doing? Adjusting the camera. Okay. So. Okay, so JURAVLJOV is ready. Waiting for TONI for the readiness, and then we can start our first of the preliminary matches between JURAVLJOV and TONI. The winner will play against Hannah in the round 3 match, and the loser will be assigned to division number 3. And TONI is ready as well. So, game number 1 between TONI and JURAVLJOV starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck and have fun, guys. 2-0 ACC3, 2-0 ACC3. Yeah, the seats are correct. I have to pay attention, guys. For those of you who followed the final of the PDM September, which was a disaster in a way, in many ways, I have to say. There were more games played in this match that didn't count for the match than the games that counted. Yeah, we had probably all possible issues, like technical issues, like seat mismatch issues, like I don't know what else. Yeah, and one of them was the seat thing. So yeah, I have to pay attention, but it looks like both players are good with their seats. So we are in game number 1, JURAVLJOV with 62,000, TONI with 74. TONI with a clean board. JURAVLJOV needs to work on the board a little bit. So JURAVLJOV 73,000 after 31 lines. Oh no, and we have some technical issues on TONI's side. And hello, Little Mac, welcome in the chat. Okay, I have refreshed TONI. Let's hope it will be good. 79 for JURAVLJOV, 130 for TONI. Okay, now TONI needs to be careful. Of course, this board. Oh, And this missed shift off the S piece. Okay, but Tony gets the board down. Yeah, I wanted to say, you need to be careful. It was not that weird of a situation, but one bad misdrop and it can be very, very difficult. But Tony is good. Tony is with a safe board, waiting for a long bar. When there is no long bar whatsoever, so players experiencing the drought. Tony misdrops the OPs but gets a long bar for a Tetris. JURAVLJOV wasn't able to convert this long bar after the drought for a Tetris. So Tony enjoying now about 57k lead. So 2.5 Tetrises is the lead for the Swiss player. There are any Swiss fans in the chat? You might write something like Hop Schwitz or something like that. Can we have some Swiss fans in the chat or not? I'm not sure if Tony brought some. On 73 for JURAVLJOV, 247 for Tony. So Tony doing a good job now, enjoying almost 100,000 points lead at over JURAVLJOV right now. It all depends on the line count because the players are like in the middle, split in with the Tetrises, like with those 2 lines difference. So once Tony is 2 lines ahead, once JURAVLJOV. And it looks, right now it's only 2 lines difference, but 100,000 points lead for Tony. And JURAVLJOV now experiencing a situation to deal with. It's not maybe the oh, Nitzrek, are you from Switzerland? Sprichst du Schweizerdeutsch? 408 for Tony, 245 for, no, from Germany, so no Schweizerdeutsch for you. 247 for JURAVLJOV, 410 for Tony. So Tony is having a great game number 1 so far already. This might be a 500k game. Tony played in the recent PDM tournament in September. Came back after a longer break from competitive Paldas, and of course it was good to see Tony after a break. But this match didn't go the way Tony wanted. Let's put it in these words. But already Tony with 503 and can go for one more Tetris. And let's see if Tony is prepared for some 19 play today. JURAVLJOV, you are in a very big trouble. 304 transitions, so you'll need a miracle on 19. In transitions with 527 or something. When Tony misdrops, JURAVLJOV is already very high. And it looks like JURAVLJOV is fighting for his life, but I'm afraid the Russian player won't be able to survive any longer. Tony neither, but 312 is the score for JURAVLJOV, and Tony with a very good score of 533, 110. Very, very good opening game for the Swiss player, and Tony leads 1-0. GG's. Very, very nice opening game for this match, and Tony enjoying a 1-game lead. Yeah, JURAVLJOV had a pretty suffer game. 300,000 transition was not maybe something JURAVLJOV wanted, but yeah, it is what it is. Schweizerdeutsch ist keine Sprache. Okay. Okay, so Tony is ready. JURAVLJOV is ready. Game number 2 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, it looks like Tony had some pretty good warm-up games. If there were PAL games, 640 or something. Yeah, so Tony, if this 640 is your overall PAL DAS PB and you have recording for it, you can post it on the server and Dujika will update the score. We're trolling with some NTSC warm-ups. Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out. We are in game number 2. Toni is leading 1-0 against JURAVLJOV. And yeah, once again we are experiencing some tech issues on Toni's end with the stream, but yeah, the refresh helped. 3-1 ACC3. And Toni 123, JURAVLJOV 82. And Toni is having a pretty good and clean game. It's totally different Toni than we saw 1 month ago in the PDM. So maybe Toni needed like a little bit of a warm-up. Maybe Toni trained more in between the tournaments. Never know, you never know. You know what they say. If you had a bad match, if you lost it, what you're gonna do is to train more and come back stronger for the next event. It looks like it's actually what Toni did. 312 at 68 lines, 193 for JURAVLJOV. So JURAVLJOV already 120,000 points behind. Toni is having no mercy for his Russian opponent today. Toni currently on fire. $368 for Toni, $266 for JURAVLJOV, so Toni enjoying a 100k lead in game number 2. And JURAVLJOV needs to play more efficiently if he wants to take this game away from Toni. $327 for JURAVLJOV, 106 for Toni, so JURAVLJOV was able to reduce the advantage of the Swiss player a little bit, but wasn't it too late? We are approaching transition in about 20 lines, so not that many lines on 18 left. JURAVLJOV probably needs to go for all the Tetrises and needs to hope that Toni will not be able to play that efficiently. Looks like JURAVLJOV wants to get those remaining Tetrises, but Toni is still 50k ahead. Toni's board is maybe not the best right now. Oh, but there are some problems for Toni and JURAVLJOV 424. JURAVLJOV is behind, but JURAVLJOV is alive. Toni is very, very high and the transition is coming. JURAVLJOV misdrops the LPs. Toni is 1 Tetris away from transitioning. Toni, there was a triple only. 488 for Toni, 430 for JURAVLJOV. JURAVLJOV can't do anything more. JURAVLJOV tops out at 430, 520. Toni's advantage on 18 was enough. 494, 223. Toni leads 2-0. GG's. Yeah, so Toni, very consistent start of this match. 533 and the scores are pretty much overall previous. Okay, so Toni, if you have the recordings, then you can post them later in the server after the match. Yeah, but now we are waiting for Toni to be ready to start game number 3. No vid, so no vid, no did. Okay, Toni is ready, JURAVLJOV is ready. Game number 3 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. But if you have, Toni, anything higher than your old 599 or something recorded, you can give the video of that and we can update to a higher score. It's also possible, so it's kind of like your decision. And once again, we experience some lag on Toni's stream. But luckily for us, the refresh helps a little bit. I hope we won't have like Adam MTS situation from yesterday with NCTM against Leo, where the lag on Adam's end was so bad that like Leo topped out on level 29 and Adam still had like 5 levels to play on the screens or something. Luckily for us, here we are with the almost the same line count, so the lag on Toni's end wasn't that bad. 83 for JURAVLJOV, 39 for Toni. And Toni creating a finish tower of Z pieces in the middle of his board. JURAVLJOV was kind of high for a moment, but was able to get a long board to bring the board down. $126 for JURAVLJOV, 143 for Toni, and Jedi Ivan in the chat. Hello Jedi, welcome. Or hello Ivan, I don't know what you prefer. I heard Vandy calling you Ivan today more often, so whatever you prefer. So 156, 179 for JURAVLJOV, 213 for Toni. Toni once again ahead in score, but this time JURAVLJOV is not that far behind. Toni is having once again a pretty consistent performance. He's trying to take as much advantage of the pieces. They're all good, that's fine. Toni 291, JURAVLJOV 235, but JURAVLJOV opens the well and gets a long board for a Tetris. And hello, Hannah, welcome. Oh, and Toni, what happened? I said hello, and I didn't see the screen for a second. At 291, 084 is the top out for Toni. So, JURAVLJOV, you have a chance. You have a chance. 292 is your target to take this game. You don't have to. Yeah, play aggressively. 4 more points needed to be exact. And this one line does it. JURAVLJOV takes the game, and it's 1-2. One misdrop. Oh, that's all it takes. 292, 600 is the score for the Russian player, and it's 1-2. Yeah, one misdrop. This is how brutal Paldas can be, guys. This is how brutal can be. Okay, so Toni is ready, waiting for JURAVLJOV. And JURAVLJOV is ready as well. So, game number 4 of this match starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Let me refresh Toni. Okay, we have some lags, but yeah, it's not that bad. And guys, let me remind you, this tournament has a Match Arena prize pool. The link is in the chat. This tournament has a $100 guaranteed prize pool, paid like in 2 amounts of 50, one in October and one in November from my end. But if you wanna make this prize pool bigger, if you wanna, yeah, make the players a little bit more happy for their efforts, the link is in the chat, and you can donate some US dollars. And by the way, Hannah, this is one of these players is your opponent in round 3 of the preliminaries. So you can take a look, because you will play either against JURAVLJOV or against Toni. This is your part, your path of the bracket. So JURAVLJOV started with 94, Toni with 42. Training less, out to work. Oh, so so you are like in the opposite camp. No, like training more fun, but training less. And if it's pays out, it's kind of interesting, to be honest. Yeah, but for different people, different things work. So who am I to say anything about it? Yeah, 109 for JURAVLJOV, 114 for Toni. Toni is like 4 lines behind on our screen, on our stream. A little bit more, but gets a long board for Tetris. 112 for JURAVLJOV, 137 for Toni, and JURAVLJOV is now in a mid-stack situation, but gets the L piece, which was very helpful for this state of the board. When JURAVLJOV putting those S flat, this was kind of decision I did not expect, but JURAVLJOV is still alive, still can downstack it. And Toni also needs to reopen the well, but needs one more scheme for that, and that did it. Toni with 191, JURAVLJOV with 127, and JURAVLJOV once again in a pretty difficult situation. JURAVLJOV 131, Toni 191. Toni with a long bar dependency decided to put the J piece there. JURAVLJOV still fighting with this board, And those S's and Z's, S and Z pieces, they weren't like very helpful. And now Tony also kind of fighting, so this sequence is terrible. And hello Frank, welcome! Your match against MARTS, yeah, starts in about half an hour, so take your time to warm up. 147 for JURAVLJOV, 209 for Tony. Yeah, both players are not done with bringing the board to the like optimal state. Tony is a few schemes away. JURAVLJOV still on my way home. Okay. Oh, and JURAVLJOV creating a big finish tower of S pieces in the middle of the board. This was kind of difficult for the Russian player, and JURAVLJOV still fighting. Those pieces in this game, guys, those pieces are not friendly at all. 161 for JURAVLJOV, and we have 247 for Tony, but Tony's board is also not in the optimal state. JURAVLJOV very, very high right now. Can JURAVLJOV do anything to survive it? I'm afraid not, and JURAVLJOV tops out at 163,780. This was a big suffer game for both players, I would say. Tony was able to score more points, and Tony takes the game and leads 3-1. Yeah, Jaravan, brutal game for JURAVLJOV, but I think this was like a tough seat in general. It's like there were like too many situations for both players with those like troubles and so on. And then what is Tony doing right now? Probably wants to play this game out. Okay, wanted to go to transition. 3-10, 5-20 is the score for the Swiss player. As mentioned, Tony leads 3-1. Okay, so JURAVLJOV is ready, Tony is ready. Game number 5 of this match starts in a 3, 2, 1 Tetris. So Tony enjoying 2-game lead. Needs 2 more games to advance to the next round of the preliminaries. JURAVLJOV needs to win 4 games, and JURAVLJOV can only lose 1 game. So yeah, JURAVLJOV kind of tough situation. In ideal scenario, JURAVLJOV would like to win this game, reduce the lead of Tony to 3-2. So we have 64 for JURAVLJOV, 60 for Tony. Oh, and Tony, nice way to prepare Tetris readiness. It's a very clever thing to do. We have 114 for JURAVLJOV, 130 for Tony. Tony now with column 8 set up. JURAVLJOV And with a clean stack and a classic column 10, well. 139 for JURAVLJOV, 159 for TONI. Oh, and JURAVLJOV now kind of a tricky board. Requires a lot of precision. Oh, and the misdrop of the Z piece, the overshift of the Z piece. This kills the game, and JURAVLJOV tops out at 212 for 20, which means TONI is good. TONI leads 4-1, and TONI is only one game away of winning the match and advancing to the next round. Two 56, 511 is the score for TONI, which goes into the books. And TONI 4-1 lead. JURAVLJOV now needs to win 4 games in a row, otherwise TONI advances to the next round. And the players are ready. It looks like so, but TONI is not on the ready also, it's not on the game starting screen. TONI, are you? Sorry, maybe I need to refresh. Oh, we have some lags on TONI's stream. Let me refresh once again. Oh, TONI is there. Okay, so the players are ready. Game number 6 starts in a 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, but we have you there, TONI, so it's good. It looks like when I refresh, it kind of helps to keep you more or less up to date. Oh, and JURAVLJOV. Pretty tough start, but yeah, gets some pieces. Looks scary for a moment. $44 for JURAVLJOV, 103 for TONI. Oh, and JURAVLJOV needs to get a long bar and gets it. Yeah, that was a very nice cleanup by JURAVLJOV rank, I agree. Look very scary for a moment, but yeah, nicely handled. Oh, and TONI is now very high. Oh my god, what's going on? TONI is fighting for his life. Is there anything TONI can do to survive it? No, TONI tops out at 114, so JURAVLJOV, you have a chase down. 115, 115 is your target to win this game. 114 is the score you need to take this game in order to stay in this match. 3 more points for JURAVLJOV, and this does it. JURAVLJOV takes this game, and it's 2-4. JURAVLJOV still alive. Okay, so JURAVLJOV still needs to win 3 more games in order to advance. TONI still needs only 1. Oh, and we have some slight show on TONI's end. Okay, but we have TONI back. TONI is ready, JURAVLJOV is ready. Game number 7 starts in a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. H6, A6, 3, yeah. We are good with the seed, and yeah, and let's see what happens next. Let's see if JURAVLJOV. Oh, TONI, please show your hands on camera. They disappeared from the screen under your desk, so if you can change your position, would be nice. Oh, thank you very much. So we have TONI with 71,000, JURAVLJOV with 55. And now it's okay, TONI. Thank you for the adjustment. 57 for JURAVLJOV, 75 for TONI. And JURAVLJOV now enjoying a little bit of a lead over TONI. It's like 16k, maybe not that much, but yeah, we haven't seen JURAVLJOV like outpacing TONI too often today. So I think every lead has to be nice for our Russian player. And JURAVLJOV also needs to, you know, stay focused in this game. Can't afford topping out, needs to stay alive, needs to fight in order to survive this game and force another one. So pretty tough task ahead of JURAVLJOV. TONI still can afford losing a game, even a 2, and still be in the hunt. So maybe a little bit more of a comfort zone for our Swiss competitor. But yeah, from my own experience, I don't know how it works for TONI, but for my own like, you know, comfort and so on, having too much comfort in Tetris is not a good sign. This is kind of a weird game that you have to constantly play under pressure. Otherwise you can, you know, feel too relaxed, and then weird things can happen to your board. 256 for JURAVLJOV, 222 for TONI. .224 JURAVLJOV, 252 TONI. Yeah, so it looks like a very good game for JURAVLJOV right now. Maybe not the biggest pace in the world, but in comp, in a match situation, all that matter is your relative pace to your opponent. And if you are leading like by 50,000 points, this is good for you. So a little bit more than 2 Tetrises advantage for JURAVLJOV, and we still have around 30 lines to go before transition, so players be aware of level 19 speeds coming, maybe not in a line or two, but relatively soon. 386 for JURAVLJOV, 333 for TONI. JURAVLJOV's highest score in this match so far was 430,000 in game number 2. So this game definitely has a potential to be a new highest scoring game for JURAVLJOV. But now this board is kind of getting tricky. Oh, and those S's and Z's, those are terrible pieces. TONI is also kind of high, but TONI has an open well, and JURAVLJOV is going to top out at 390. So TONI, 391 is your target to take the game and a match. 410, and TONI gets it. So TONI wins the match 5-2. TONI, feel free to play this game out. JURAVLJOV, unfortunately, it wasn't meant for you today. We will see you in Division 3. TONI will be playing for Division 1 against Hannah later. Yeah, but let's see what TONI can do in the 19 speed, so level 20, so very good game so far. Oh, but this misdrop is kind of bad. But TONI takes the game and a match 5-2. Congratulations, TONI! Here is your match winner representing Switzerland, TONI, and Tolstoy also in the chat. So yeah, TONI, first step done, and now you can prepare for Hannah. And I will ask you then later for your availability, of course. Yeah, so here is your match winner, TONI, from Switzerland. And I will give you the match stats just in a second. I need to put the results of the last game in. And yeah, TONI, well done. A nice comeback after a pretty weird match last month. JURAVLJOV, if TONI had played like 1 month ago, you would probably won like 5-1 or 5-2 or I don't know. But TONI did train more. And here are your match stats. After 7 games, TONI won 5-2. TONI moves on. JURAVLJOV will play in Division 3. Yeah, and let me show you the updated bracket. And as you can see, JURAVLJOV, our first player in Division 3, TONI will play against Hannah for the spots in Division 1 or Division 2. The winner goes to Division 1, the loser to Division 2. So we'll see how it all goes, guys, how both TONI and Hannah can play. We'll ask the players soon for the availability. Sorry, my English is getting worse and worse every stream. And yeah, we'll see what you can expect. We'll now go for a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back with our second match of the day. It will be the match of round 1 between MARTS and Frank. So if you wanna get something to drink, something to eat, I don't know what, walk a dog or I don't know what, feel free to do it now. The match starts in about 10 minutes, so we'll go like for 5-6 minutes break, and then we'll come back to you guys. So see you on the other side of the break. And hello back, guys. We are back after the break for our second match of the day. The match between MARTS, representing Canada, and Frank, representing Scotland. For MARTS, yeah, it's, let me see, after those 2,200 overall matches, this will be a 30th. Official Pal Das match, and for Frank this will be a second official Pal Das match. Frank played in the recent month's PDM September event, and as you can see, I was able to get a 206,000 points as the highest score, which is, as for now, for the official comp PB for the Scottish player. Yeah, I have some suspicions that Frank might get a higher score today. MARTS, as mentioned already, very experienced overall player in many events, also 30 matches, 29 matches in the books in Paldas. This will be match number 30 for the Canadian player. Was not able yet to score a 500k in a match, but as you can see, 470, so on Tetris and a little bit. And yeah, MARTS might get this 500 score in a match. Maybe this league, maybe not. We will see. Yeah, I will give you also the ELO odds for this match, but please keep in mind that yeah, Frank has only played one official match. So yeah, this rating. Yeah, Frank needs to play a few more matches to get this rating more accurate. But as for now, this 105 points difference in the ratings between two players corresponds to 65% for MARTS and 35% for Frank. So more or less, MARTS should be 2-1 favorite to win this match. Yeah, as mentioned, this is only the second match for Frank, so Scottish player still needs a little bit of an experience, but we'll see what will happen today. Yeah, let me come back to the bracket and let me show you where we are. We are playing the match number C1, so this is the upper line in our preliminaries. The winner of this match will have a chance to play against James, and then in round 3, the legend of Paldas, Jani from Finland. The player who, yeah, was like of a kind of a pioneer in terms of playing PAL 19, proving that this level is playable. Also very known for you know, going for Tetrises in column 3. So actually, Jani is the inventor of column 3. Which column 3 on level 19 Tetrises. I don't know why people tend to call this well Adam well. Adam, of course, like adapted the playstyle, made improvements, made a great companion. That I have nothing against. This is all true, but the person who started with those column 10 3 Tetrises was actually Jani. So I think it will be more fair to call it Jani well instead of Adam well. This is like more my personal point of view. Was an honor to lose to Jani, but I don't need it again. Yeah, I know you played against Jani a few months ago in the Swiss event. So yeah, and so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So guys, let me remind you. 2025 Paldas League, top 3 players qualify for the top 16 of 2026 Paldas Cup. We play 6-player divisions, best of 9 all the way, level 18 starts, no line cap, SPS handcam control mandatory, $100 guaranteed prize pool, 50 in October, 50 in November from my end. If you wish to make the prize pool bigger, there is the Maturino command you can use. We are in the preliminary phases right now, so October 1st to October 16th, we still have 10 days to play the matches out. And league matches then will be played from October 17th until the end of November. So, the first player to win 5 games today advances to the next round and will have a chance to play against James in round 2. The loser unfortunately will be eliminated from the event as there will be no enough players to create Division 4. The minimum requirement is 3 players, and in this stage 2 players lose. So yeah, maybe I will ask the losers to play like a additional friendly match if they want to. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what their decision will be. But yeah, I'm happy to offer them a one match to play. Should be no problem, as we have still a lot of time to finish the event. Yeah, and of course, this is all part of the Paldas cycle with 3 major events, 2 already in the books: Paldas Classic, Paldas Swiss. Those 6 names, Mörkö, Tugi, Vigi, Kručakle and Serenity, there are players who are guaranteed, who are already qualified, will determine 3 more players via this event. And then the top 16 will be completed by the PDM standing players, 3 players with highest amount of points after the December tournament. So there will be 1 more PDM tournament. Currently the players provisionally qualified by PDM standings are Shuichi, Sam and Robin, but all 3 of them are registered for this event. So if they all of 3 of them will get those qualifying spots, then the next 3 players, which happen to be Cobra, James and Gunther, might be qualified via the what do you say it, PDM standings. But Cobra is also playing in this event. James is also playing in this event. So we don't know how it goes. Gunther is not playing. Gunther theoretically retired from playing DAS, but I saw him playing DAS in the Iberia tournament, so I need to speak to Gunther about this DAS retirement. Mörkö already qualified. I'm playing in the tournament, but yeah, I don't see that many chances for me in getting in overtaking Gunther or anyone else ahead of me. I'm maybe worried that December someone else overtakes me, so I would not count myself for that. And then of course, who doesn't get the qualifying spot via PDM, the 4 highest rated player who have no information in this column, Q, major, minor, 4 highest players in the standings will be added as well. We take 5 highest ELO ratings for each player after the matches played in the year 2025. The average of those 5 ELO ratings, yeah, will determine the other 4 players. So if you play relatively well, but you didn't have enough luck to get the qualifying spot via the major events or via PDM, there are still 4 ELO rating spots up for grabs. So for players who can play consistently well, you still have some chances. So this is also important for the players who, oh, I didn't qualify for Division 1, I can't have this direct qualifying spot. Yeah, that's true. But if you can play well in your division, if you can win matches, if you can improve your ELO rating, you can still get the qualifying spot. So something and everything to fight for. And we are past the scheduling time. I'm still speaking too much. Sorry, dear players. I will switch to your screen soon, but I can't see any player live. Oh my god, what is going on? Oh, there is an ad on MARTS stream. Commercial break in progress. What is this? Okay, we have. Okay, I have MARTS. Okay, so Frank, how serious are the issues? Will you be able to fix them? Trying another version. Okay. So you can wait a few minutes, I suppose. I hope MARTS doesn't have that much of a time pressure. When OBS turns into BS, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Guys, do you think some like other streaming programs are more reliable than OBS? Have you tried any of them? Is there like any sense to try something else? Or is OBS bad but there is nothing better? What's your point? I'm not like the, you know, uh, technology freak or something. I learned what I had to learn. Oh, maybe I will bring MARTS to our screen while we're waiting for Frank. Warming up. And I have to say that last month MARTS had a very nice match against Pyrek in the PDM, and after a long months of losing and losing, MARTS finally won a very nice match against Pyrek and played a very consistent match. Yeah, unfortunately for MARTS, then he had to play against Shuichi in the next round, so there was not much chance for the Canadian player. But still, MARTS left us with a nice impression. Oh, that might be also a case. Maybe updating OBS is not a good thing to do. Who knows? Haven't thought about it. Oh, there's something happening. And we might have our Scottish player soon. On our stream. Frank, I'm afraid you have like wrong things like set up. It looks like your Tetris capture is in the place of the camera. Oh no, do you need to set up a stencil? I hope you are good in setting up the stencil. Okay, it looks like your camera and video capture kind of switched. Okay, the game is on the right place. Frank, can you adjust a little bit your stencil? You're not that far away from like being perfect, so there's like a little bit of adjustment needed. And Nitzrek, good luck at both, but go Frank, go. Oh no, and I hope I didn't jinx it with this stencil thing. I hope Frank knows what he's doing. And Jedi Ivan, I'll pull from MARTS. So yeah, we have one user rooting for Frank, the other for MARTS. So it's 1-1 in terms of fans here. Oh, you're almost there, Frank. Frank, is there anything you can do about your stencil, please? Oh, look to... It was almost there. Hello, Hepta, welcome. What do you mean the auto snapping? I'm not aware of it. Hey, Frank, can you please start a game without this stencil image? If it's like good enough to see all your game and screen, I think we'll accept it like this. But for the next time, please be prepared. I don't want to use the stencil rule today because we have a rule for that. If players are like not stencil ready, but you informed beforehand that you had some OBS issues and you needed a newer version, so I kind of can't accept it. But next time you need to be stencil ready. Okay, please start. Okay, I see the lines. I see the score. Can you let the pieces fall for a moment? How it goes? Yeah, what's the actual like issue with the stencil right now? Why can't you do it like properly? Okay, it's kind of good enough to see all the relevant things. If you can't do it better in the next like minute or two, we'll leave it like that. But please be aware to be if you press Ctrl Shift. Oh, I was not aware of it. Okay. Frank, if you know what hepta means, maybe you can try. But if not, then we'll stay with it. Okay, so Frank, please don't touch the stencil. We'll stay as it is. We can see it's a game. We can see the score. We can see the lines. This is like acceptable for today's match. But yeah, please take your time before your next match. So yeah, you will be stencil ready for your next Tetris match here. Okay, so as soon as MARTS comes back to the scene, I will give you the pieces. So Frank, if you wanna take a chance to play a little bit of a warm-up, you can do it. Okay, MARTS is there. So there's no that much of a warm-up for you, Frank. Unfortunately, I have to give you the pieces and we need to start the match. B6, F6, A8, B6, F6, A8 is the seed for game number 1, and as always, it's up to the players if they want to reroll or increment the first 2 digits. So whatever the players decide, we'll stick to that. B6, F6, A8 is the seed for this match, and the first is B, the last is 8, so to be aware of it. And Frank informed me recently that he played against MARTS in the wrong version. Now it's time to play in the correct version. Okay, so MARTS seems to be ready, waiting for Frank. And Frank is ready as well. So game number 1 of this match starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, good luck and have fun, players. And Frank, okay, yeah, level 18, it's good. So we are in game number 1 of this match. Frank started with a little bit of misdrops, but is trying to deal with the board. Marts already with 2 Tetrises. $59 for Marts, 15,000 for Frank, and Frank still needs to, yeah, kind of, I don't know how to say it, to bring the board to a state where he'll be clean and Tetris ready. Maybe it's the easiest way to say it. And yeah, 108 for Marts, 44 for Frank, so Marts enjoying an early lead in this game. Frank is doing some good job in order to like survive the board. But Marts takes advantage of the situation, and Marts is like improving his lead. Oh, and Frank with some misdrops. Oh, and those were kind of difficult pieces for Frank. And is there anything Frank can do to survive? No, Frank can't do anything more and tops out at 60,000 points. So Marts, you are safe for game number 1. You lead 1-0. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate game number 1 for Frank. But still more games to go, so you'll still have your chances, Frank, to recover from it. Marts is good. Marts is safe, tops out at 155,040. Yeah, and I saw you level 8, but you just like realized it after one piece, so it's all good. 1-0 for Marts, and I assume the players are going for the increment. We didn't say anything about re-rolling, so I assume by default we go with the increment. And the players are ready, so game number 2 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh no, okay. Okay, Frank is good with level 18. $26 for Marts, 25 for Frank. And both players with clean boards, so this is nice to see. Of course, no long bars for now, so a bit of a drought, but Marts got a long bar finally and was able to score a Tetris. Frank is only triple ready and gets this triple. Now is probably building one of the ground. Oh, and this J misdrop. Okay, but gets a long bar for a Tetris. This will help lowering the board. And Frank is fighting Marts with 90,000, Frank with 83. And now Frank, in a little bit of a situation, needs to... Okay, gets the long bar over, reopens the well. Oh, that was nice. So very nicely handled this high stack situation by Frank. Oh, but this L misdrop and the J misdrop, and Frank can't do anything more. And Frank tops out at 100,320 points, which means March is good. March leads to the null. $156, 180 is the score for March in this game. Warm up and freak out over, says Frank. Okay. Let's see. And Frank, don't forget, level 18. Level 18 is the starting level. Yeah, B6, C7, D8. That's true. D8, F6, A8. D8, F6, A8. Just to make it sure. And Marts is ready, Frank is ready, and Frank used this right menu with the starting lever. Smart choice. Game number 3 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, and Frank is in. And Marts is in as well. We are in game number 3 of this match. We have 29 for Marts, 19 for Frank. Marts trying. Okay, this was Marts didn't want to risk too much. Decided to lower the board. Maybe it was a nice decision for the Canadian player. Oh, and Frank overshifts the J. And this is looking bad for this Scottish player. And Frank tops out at 34,200 points. Unfortunate game number 3 for Frank. Marts is good. Marts leads 3-0. Yeah, so Marts pretty confidently playing right now, and enjoying this 3-0 lead. Do you want a reroll? Of course, if you want, I can give you a reroll of the seat, no problem at all. So here's your new seat, 6D-A3CC. You can ask for a reroll every game you want to. So 6D-A3CC, 6D-A3CC is your new seat for game number 4. Yeah, welcome, Frank. I probably probably also play my match against Hepta with rerolling every game. So, Hepta, if you are here in the chat, please be ready for that, or a new set of pieces every single game. Okay, and the players are ready. So game number 4 starts in a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, so let's see if Frank will be able to change something in his game, which allows him to, you know, survive longer. I'm gonna be very ready for our rolling NTSC NAS Tetris best of 3. Why so long? Why don't we play NTSC rolling best of 1? I don't play such long matches in NTSC rolling. I think the most fair would be playing best of 1s. So 69 for Marts, 72 for Frank. Marts getting another Tetris, 97, Frank 83. And this looks like the cleanest of the games Frank played in this stream so far. Oh, Frank is playing a little bit risky right now. Oh, this is a Tetris setup, but yeah, I've decided to skim those lines, which probably was wise. And Mart's enjoying his game with 115, 101 for Frank. Mart's not the cleanest situation, so Frank is in a pretty good shape right now. Mart's is not Tetris ready, Frank is, and Frank gets another number for Tetris. And actually Frank has a real 1 Tetris lead in this game. Mart's with a very nice tower of Smash Boys. Mm. Yes, Jedi. I totally agree with you. Me neither. I think Mart's loves this game no matter what happens, you know. It's kind of a good approach in a way. It's like easier to handle your losses and so on, so. Oh, and Frank, no! The misdecision of this L piece, and this blocked the well, and now Frank is in a lot of doo-doo. Is there anything Frank can do to survive it? Oh, this over-adjustment of the LP kills Frank. Eventually, 167, 200 is the top out score, so Marts is good already. And Marts leads 4-0. Yeah, Frank played pretty well in the first half, then of 18 was able to be even ahead of Marts. But then this one misdecision of the LPs which blocked the well, and unfortunately for Frank, Mars leads now 4-0. And what happened to Frank? Reroll, please. Here you are. Cities 1c b4 dd, 1c b4 dd, 1c b4 dd. Yeah, Frank, you might not be aware of the window strats. This is what Schwid did in the match against Eton. It was 0-4 down. It was like February or something, a winter month. Schwid decided to go and open the window to take some fresh air in the room, and then he won 5 games in a row and made the first reverse sweep. Okay, the players are ready. So game number 5 starts in a 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, Frank is open the window. That's cool. Okay, so $30,000 for Mark, 6,000 for Frank. Marks with 59, Frank with 14,000. And just me remind you guys, the winner of this match will face James in the second round of the preliminaries. And then the winner of the second round of preliminaries will play against Yanni. Yeah, so potentially for either Frank or Mark, might be even a match against Yanni. But beating James, who was in a great shape last month, who played in the semi-final of the PDM event. Oh, and MARTS is now kind of high. Can MARTS survive the board? No, MARTS can't. So Frank, there is a chance for you. 105,000 points is your target. 105,000 points is your target in this game. So this is your chance, Frank. $105,000 is your target to take this game. If Frank doesn't need any Tetrises, there are more than enough lines to line this out. $10K to go. Yeah, lining out is probably the right choice here for Frank. And 2,000 more. one more line, and here we have it. Frank takes his first game of the match. It's 4-1 for MARTS. Is Frank trying to play this game out? Or maybe to gain some confidence. I hope Mark doesn't mind it. Okay, Frank thinks is enough. 128.40 is the topo score for the Scottish player. But the most important thing, Frank wins the game and stays in the match. But still, MARTS is in the driving seat. Still one game to win this match and advance to the next round. Yeah, increment is the default, Frank. So if you don't ask for a reroll, we assume you go both for the increment. Okay, and the players are ready. So game number 6 of this match starts in a 3, 2, 1 Tetris. To B before DD. Yeah, we are good with the seat. Game number 6 between MARTS and Frank. This game might be the last game of the match, but we can still have more games after this if Frank will be able to win it. A nice center ball for Frank. 70,000 for MARTS, 71 for Frank. So pretty similar openings for both players. Yes, Hepta, our match is gonna have commentary. The one and only Mihu will be commentating this match. 144 for MARTS, 148 for Frank. And Frank is like one Tetris and a change away of getting a new official comp PB. Was a 200,000 point score. I hope I didn't jinx anything. $194 for Frank, 162 for MARTS. And MARTS is very, very high. MARTS is very, very high. And MARTS is going to top out probably very soon. Still alive. And MARTS tops out at 167. And Frank with this Tetris gets a comp PB, but Frank, feel free to play this game out. Feel free to make this comp PB as good as you can. It's probably the best game of your tournament so far. Probably, without a doubt, this is the best game of your tournament so far. And yeah, today even the Windows strat is real. Looks so. Yes. So. Oh, hello, Dobre. Welcome. 5:57. Nice. If you have a recording, you know what to do. You can make our Polish champion busy with updating the PB. And yeah, that was cool. That was cool getting a PB. Oh, and Frank, no, Frank can't do anything more, but still GG's Frank for getting a new comp PB 257 640. 257 640 is a new comp PB for Frank. And yeah, crack a window for the win. Yeah, maybe it's a good way to do it. My last one was like 5. Yeah, my like last NTSC PB was set like I don't know in the 18th century, so I kind of understand the feeling of getting a new comp PB after such a long time. So GG's for that, Dobre. Okay, so MARTS is ready for game number 7, waiting for Frank. Oh, this time MARTS goes for the reroll. Why not? Reroll strats this match. C3 F2 1-2. C3 F2 1-2 is the seed for game number 7. Ah, sorry, I didn't see it. I was too focused. Yeah, my bad. I was too focused on Dobry's new PB. I overlooked the message. My bad. Sorry for that. C3 F2 1-2. C3. Mars with this cigarette in his mouth. Sorry guys that I'm laughing, but yeah, Mars is a funny guy. Okay. So, Mars is ready, Frank is ready. Game number 7 starts in a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Mars, maybe it's time to focus. Maybe you're kind of too relaxed in the last games. Oh. It's getting tricky for the Canadian player. Oh, and Frank with an interesting line spin. Okay, 23,000 for Marts, 68 for Frank. And Marts regains the control over the board. Now Frank is a little bit high. Frank would like to see a long bar now and gets it. Just in time. And Frank stays with those risky setups, and then the misdrop happens. Oh no, this is now getting very bad for Frank, and I'm afraid there is nothing Frank can do. Frank is going to top out at 83,220 points, and Marts can't do anything more. Marts stops out with a lower score. Marts stops out with 38,760, so the match continues. Frank is still alive. Marts couldn't do anything. Marts topped out, and Frank takes the game. It's 4-3 from Marts' perspective. Just wanted more games, says Marts. Okay. Okay, now I have to pay attention in the chat. Are we sticking with the seed or reroll? There was no clear message if we want to go for a reroll or not, so I assume we are going for the increment. And the players are ready. So game number 8 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. D4, F2, 1, 2. Yeah, it is correct. So we are officially in game number 8. Out of possible 9 in this match. Oh, and Frank hangs the T piece and is now very, very high. And is this anything Frank can do in order to survive? I'm afraid not. I'm afraid this will be a very early top out, 8,360 points at 10 lines, which means Marts is good. Marts takes the game and a match 5-3, and Marts advances to the next round. Marts, if you wanna play this game out, feel free to do so. It's your privilege as the match winner who is still in the last game. Frank, thank you very much for your participation. Unfortunately, yeah, this match didn't go your way. You have a comp PB, a new comp, official comp PB, but I think if you train more, this 257 should be improved relatively easily in the future. So yeah, I hope to see you back coming back stronger in the future. So I hope, yeah, you can train more and come back stronger. Yeah, so Mars is playing this game out. Let's see how it goes for the Canadian player. And Marts will be playing against James in the next round of preliminaries. So this will be... Yeah, I'm trying to do my best, Frank, with my patience. I was not born with a lot of patience, but over the years I had to train more, to be honest, with my patience. I needed to train more, and I still need to train it once in a while. So yeah, I'm trying to do my best with the patience, but to be honest, I'm only human, and it's not easy every time. But it's definitely better than, for example, when I was a teenager. I was terrible with my patience. Yeah, Frank, don't jump out of your window. Stay with us. And Marts? And Marts can finish the match with a score over 400k. And there it is, over 400k for Marts. So a solid finish of the match for the Canadian player. Of course, there was no like pressure of winning the game, but you know, every match winner has this privilege to play this final game out, no matter how advanced the game was before the opponent topped out. And Marts 437 can't do anything more, but still a very nice way to finish the match. 437 300. GG's Marts. And now you can prepare for your match against James. And here is your match winner, Marts from Canada. GG's. Yeah, your match winner. So Marts, you are guaranteed at least Division 3 of this Paldas League with a chance to get more. And here are your match stats after 8 games. Have Marts with the highest score of 437, Frank with a newcomb PV of 257, and yeah, Marts was able to bring the game to transition. Frank's longest game was this 106 lines. So yeah, Frank, I hope you can. I hope you can. Yeah, you can train more and come back stronger for the future. And here is our updated bracket. Yeah, so Frank unfortunately eliminated from the event, but I think I will make this extra match for those 2 eliminated players. So either Perek or Elias, I will offer you to play against Frank, if you of course agree to do so. Yeah, so James versus Marts. The winner of this match will play against Yanni. The loser will join JURAVLJOV in Division 3, and we will be then proceeding further with the event. For today, it's like the schedule. The schedule was like only 2 matches, so we are done with the matches today. We'll be back tomorrow at 18 UTC, and we will see some Polish players in action. 18 UTC Michu versus Saddle from Germany, and 19 UTC Dobry versus Zohasadar. So this will be the matches B3 and B5. Dobry and Zohasadar will play a match, and the winner will have a chance to face off Cobra. Michu and Saddle, the winner, will play against Sam. Yeah, on Wednesday. On Wednesday I play against Hepta. On Friday we have Pyrrhek versus Elias, and we'll see what it goes. Yeah, thanks Marts for the thanks. Always fun to have you. You bring some good energy to our streams. So yeah, and I'm also happy when you can play well. So yeah, Marts, you're on a pretty good moment of your Paldas career. Out of your 3 recently played matches, you won 2 of them. So definitely a good moment for your career. And Frank, don't. Hey, what happened? Oh, sorry. Oh, a mistake on my end with Google Sheets. Sorry, guys, that was not that important for the stream. Yeah, my bad. So, yeah, we have finished this thing, and we will be then back tomorrow at 18 UTC with 2 matches, Michu versus Seth and Dobry versus Zohasadar. Yeah, no, I one more sentence to Frank. Frank, yeah, please don't give up. You can ask Marts. It was kind of it's sometimes it takes time to to get those wins in the books. Marts knows something about it, so yeah, if you can stay focused and be consistent, the wins finally come. Yeah, so guys, we will go to write monthly Tetris. There is the wrong version but correct playstyle event, and there is a European player 666_ team playing against the American player Hideri. There is game number 2 going on there, so let's join them and let's see what happens, and we'll be back tomorrow for 2 more preliminary matches. Thank you for watching, have a nice rest of your day, and bye bye.